Hello, and welcome to Linking to the Afterlife. I'm Donna Boyle, a medium and direct messenger for spirit. It's my job to interpret the images and sensations that appear in my physical as well as my emotional body. Spirit knows what we are ready to receive at this time for our soul's growth. Spirit always knows best. Let's listen in now to the conversation with my guests in the physical and spiritual world. The real question for all of us is, are we ready to hear the message?
Connie, it's a beautiful day.
Your grandmother, your mother's mother,
Uh-huh.
is she in the non-physical world?
Yeah.
Yes, she appears first and foremost. Something about the month of March or the third of a month. Does that make sense for her?
Mm,
The month of March or the third of a month, either the day she passed, her birthday, the month she passed.
She passed in March.
In March, thank you so much. She was someone that was a stickler. She had something, she needed it to smooth out first. Either, she didn't like wrinkles.
Mm,
She didn't like anything off. She had to smooth it all out before she received or she got or went through anything. Is that making a little bit of sense?
yes.
Sometimes the messages can come through literal or figurative. Was that a figurative message or a literal message?
Both.
Both. She didn't like wrinkles, I'm gathering.
Yeah. Multiple ways. Just I can't even describe it. Yeah.
Thank you. She was a colorful person, but she liked color in its place, meaning if I'm going to wear a color, it's going to be all one color. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Don't mix my colors, Donna. Don't mix my colors. So elaborate on that. She'd like to dress. When she dressed, it was one color.
Yes.
And she had a dry sense of humor. But when people said, oh, you have such a dry sense of humor, she's like, no, I don't. That wasn't meant to be funny. I don't know what you're talking about.
I could see that. Yeah.
She never wanted to admit that. She wanted to be.
Seems serious.
Yeah.
She didn't like me very much. That is why I don't know much about her. Yeah.
That doesn't exist in the world of non-physical.
Mm.
She maybe didn't like you in the world of physical, but in the non-physical, she clearly wants to come through and talk to you.
I see. Okay.
Did she also have vision challenges? Do you know?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. And do you know, did she have digestive problems also?
Yes.
Thank you. I see she did pass of an old age, but not older age. She wasn't 88 or more. Does that make sense?
Yeah. She was in her 80s.
And she was alert to the end. She was like, I may feel like shit, but I'm still going to keep talking. I'm going to still keep talking to you.
Yeah.
She had this way about her of pulling in people, though. Pulling in people. And I'm not sure if that means pulling in people that she didn't want around her or pulling in people because she wanted them around her.
Mm-hmm.
It was like people were attracted to her, but she's like, stop, I don't want your attention. Which one of those makes more sense to you?
The only thing.
Or was there like family around?
Family. Yeah, it felt like, to my knowledge, I mean, I have no understanding of who she was when she was younger. I only know pictures. It seemed like she was a very different person when she was younger than when I knew her.
But you've been able to confirm a lot.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. I'm asking her why she's here. If there's something else or if she's just showing up.
She would just show up.
She's like, she would just show up. That's what she was going to say. She's like, I want to talk to anyone. I'll just talk to anyone. Anybody wants to come around and talk to me, I'll talk to them. I'm like, okay, well, thank you for showing up. Thank you. She's pretty busy in the world of spirit, which tells Donna she's probably been gone for probably 10 plus years.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Do you know if she also like wore earrings, maybe dangly that made a lot of noise, or
She had hearing problems when she left. Yeah, I don't know if she wore earrings towards the end.
another symbol for the ears?
Mm.
Do you know if she talked with her hands too?
Oh, yes.
While I'm doing it, I'm like, I don't think she's Italian, but yet, yes, she talked with her hands. She's saying, I'm not sick anymore.
Mm.
I said, I know that, but I'll make sure Connie knows that.
Mm.
She says, I was dehydrated though.
Mm.
I definitely put in my body the wrong types of liquid. Does that make sense to you?
Like spiritual liquid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I could take it that way, or I could take it the other way.
Like actual liquid.
Yeah, more of the wrong types of liquid. Too much coffee, too much soda,
Coffee.
too much alcohol, maybe. So those are to Donna, all the wrong types of liquid.
Okay. As far as I know, no, but I think she was the person who, when she was alive, I felt like that was the person in my family that could communicate with spirits. But
well, now we know while she's here first thing. Just waiting for this moment. She's agreeing with you, but yet she didn't really go full force into it.
Yeah, she didn't.
Yeah, she's like, in my day and age, that's not what you talked about.
Yeah, and she was very Christian, so she couldn't.
Yeah, for her generation also. She had like many different things that blocked her from that. But you see how active she is right now. I mean, she's gotten so many things to evidentially to prove that's who we're speaking of. So that's a good thing. She keeps bringing the color thing in. I said, we're done with the color thing. She already approved the color thing. She said, but Donna, I'm still wearing color here.
Oh.
We don't have to be just white. We don't wear white flowing robes. We are vibration. She said, I am vibration of every single color out there now.
Wow.
So you're the vibration of color now? She said, yes. I help people who only wear black or white. Like, as people just wear black, always wear black, or always wear one color. She's like, I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I want color in everybody's life. You understand that?
I understand. That would make her very happy. She loved dressing people. She had an opinion about everybody's clothing. She wouldn't say I love you to my mother. The way she would express her love is like she would take her to department stores and buy her the same suit. It has to be the same suit in different colors that fits her well. It has to be different, just the same monochromatic suits.
So you see why she brought color up again.
Yes.
Just for you to say that story. That's a good story.
Yes.
Oh, your poor mother. She's like, she took it well. Your mother, she took it well.
Yeah.
But under her breath. Under her breath, there was a lot of commenting. Yes. That's okay. She's like, I don't care. I was her mother. I could do whatever I wanted to do. And she let her do.
Yeah.
She let her, did she not?
Yeah, my mom would let my grandma do anything.
There you go.
And my grandma kind of knew that. So she kind of stepped over, like she treated her however she wanted to, because she was a person who could do whatever to her.
Oh, Connie, did you even expect your grandmother to come through today?
I did. It's very interesting because of how much she hated me when she was alive. And I'm just like, what do you have to say to me? Like, what do you want? Like, what does she do around me? Do we know that?
Let's go there. Let's go there. Besides the color thing, you mean? Is there an E around her? I want to say something like Eleanor,
Her Chinese name is Joelene.
Oh.
Yeah.
E. There is an E around her name then.
There's an E.
Not that I needed to make sure it was her. Clearly it is her.
Yes.
Well, let's give Connie one more thing, she said. I said, you could have said that first.
Mm-hmm. She wouldn't have liked that.
Wouldn't have liked what?
You could have said that first.
Why?
I don't know. Did she respond poorly? Like she would have been very like, I say what I want, whatever I want.
She wants what she wants.
Yeah.
She says, it just seems that there's a jumble with your life. She says, I'm here to sort out the wrinkles. I can help you sort out the wrinkles, but don't worry about who I was. Think about who I am right now. That I can still sort out the wrinkles, that I can still bring humor, and I could still send you color. Do you understand?
Yeah.
She says, I love your color, but there's a but here. There's a but. She's hesitating. She said, you're not doing enough. Do more. Do more of what you do so well. Why are you hesitating? You know exactly what you're meant to do. Why do you hesitate? And she said, I don't even want to hear your answer because your answer means nothing to me anymore.
Yeah, I can see her. I don't think she wanted to hear my answer when she was alive either. But yeah.
I'm trying not to laugh. I'm trying to be serious. Like I switched from her to Donna, from her to Donna. Okay, let's go back. She said, it's not that you need to be serious. She's going to use my word. It's not that you need to be serious because you are serious. You are. When you set to what your work is, work, I'll put that in quotes. When you set to what your work is, you are going to amaze yourself. You are going to say to yourself, crap, she was right. She was right. I wasn't going full force into this. How is that making sense to you?
It makes a lot of sense.
So in your life right now, I don't know what it is you do, but do you see how that creation could expand by you saying, oh, okay, I can do more?
Of course, yeah.
I feel that there's going to be a moment where she'll send you this huge aha moment where you'll be like, where did that come from? And you'll be like, oh, E. That's what I'm going to call her now. E. There she is. And then you'll hesitate like, well, did she say thank you? And like, no, she'll hesitate a minute before she thanks me because she'll be like, was that really her? Was that me? She said, again, there she goes, hesitating. Just thank me because this is how powerful I am right now.
Okay.
Totally her.
Totally her.
She has like come out in every aspect of me. She's taken over me. She's taken over me. I feel like she was the sort of person that like, I got to sit down. Like you're walking or you're shopping. She's like, okay, I just got to sit down now. I got to take a break. I got to sit down. She could never walk any distance without saying, I got to sit down. Where's the next chair? Where's the chair? I got to sit down.
Yeah.
I don't feel those mobility challenges. I just feel like she get tired quickly. Doesn't feel like her hips hurt or her legs hurt. Just feels like I'm tired. There's like so much going on. Let me just sit for a moment and catch my breath. It's like she took in so much of her surroundings. Now I'm getting it. As someone who picks up surroundings, she couldn't do it. That was a lot for her. And she didn't recognize that at the time. She didn't recognize the energies around her were exhausting her because she was taking them in.
Yeah.
So you can confirm she had to sit down. She had to rest more.
Yeah. I always thought it was a mobility issue.
Interesting. She said, I see it now. Then she said, I couldn't understand it. Why am I exhausted? Why does my head my head is spinning? She didn't understand it. She just thought, oh, maybe I didn't drink enough water. Maybe I'm tired. She just kept making excuses for herself. But again, what was I going to do? She said. What was I going to do? I said, you did the best you could. That's it. That's all we're doing in this life.
Yeah.
Everybody, we're all doing the best we can in any given moment. But she had a lot of people around her, like that loved her and that would pat her hand and say, it's okay. It's okay. Rest. It's okay. Come on. It's all right. Whatever you need to do, it's okay. People gave her permission to do that. It was a beautiful thing.
It is so strange to my ears because I understand what you're saying, that like she's a different being in the spiritual world. When you say that she is my loved one, I just like, I don't even know how to, because she would advertise to the whole family that I was out to kill her. Because when I was 4, I gave her a pair of scissors and I didn't know you needed to hand the scissors like, you know, the wrong way.
Yeah.
And so I handed her to the wrong way. And also she didn't approve my mother's marriage with my father. And she took all of that anger out on me. So she would say to like the family during like New Year's, like if I was doing something, if I had a dance competition and I won, my grandma would say, you would say, that's just the granddaughter that's outside the family.
Oh.
Like there's a specific word in Chinese for that. Like you're not the son's lineage. It's not hers. It's the outside the family.
Oh.
She would make it very clear to everyone she hated me.
Oh.
So I don't even think of her as a loved one. That's why it's so strange. But it's like, it is her. I know it's her. There's just she's very particular.
It's very interesting that she wants to be called E now too. Like just E, you know, because I think for a lot of people who have that sort of what you just said, that's the hardest part. Get rid of what you think they were here.
Yeah.
Because they're not that anymore.
Yeah.
Look at all the things she can do now.
Yeah.
You know, and I also find it interesting that she didn't apologize for anything, but I feel that's just her.
Yeah, that's her. She wouldn't.
Yeah. There's still parts of her that are still her.
Yeah.
To my guest this week, thank you for allowing me to be the link in these messages. And for all of you listening, we appreciate your appearance in the oneness. In this space of love, we all expand in consciousness. If you're interested in a reading for the show or a private reading with me, see the show notes for more info. Thank you for your rating and review of this podcast. Until next time.